Greetings, Inquisitors. Welcome to the Holocron. This is the week 118 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress every week, go through all the character stuff, ships, upgrades, things that I'm doing. We'll talk a little bit about mods today, a team that I built for GAC. Whole lot of fun stuff. With that in mind, let's get into it and see what happened in the account this week. Please remember, hit that like button. It helps me, it helps the channel. I'd appreciate it if you can do it. All right, so Tier 1, working on relics for our current journey. C-3PO, going to Relic 5. Here we go. We take him up to Gear 13, start increasing his relic levels, and almost immediately run out of bronzium wiring. We get back in here, and we run out of bronzium wiring again at Relic 4, have to go back again. But eventually we get it to enough bronzium wiring for Relic 5. So we got that locked in. Nice, we'll take him off of favorites, send him back into the bottom of the list. Taking a look at 3PO and Chewie, that's going to be our next relic target to finish out the CLS team. Really going to need a lot of stuff on him, so we'll see how long it takes to do that. We're going to go ahead and commit to Gear 12 on this Darth Nihilus. Take a look at Scion. This level is nasty. Takes 3 Carbantes, so we click the button, and there we go. We ran 150 Carbantes out in one click. That's pretty much going to be everything. But until we get past that level, we're always just going to be stuck on Scion, right? We're never, until we click that button once, we're never getting past it. So we're going to go ahead and try to build the whole triumvirate out to Gear 12. So we went ahead and did that. We're passively working toward gas in the background here, so seems like a decent time to go ahead, put some effort into this B2 battle droid. We'll get a little more gear going on him. We've got 3 more characters at Gear 12 for the journey. We need more work on Rolo, but we'll get there. We got plenty of time. We got 3 more characters to Relic before we need her Gear 12. Mara Jade gets her 7th star, so now we can get her to Gear 12, put 6 dot mods on her, get her speed up over 300, all kinds of good fancy stuff. So looking forward to that. Here we got Kyle Katarn gets a star. Just kind of working on him passively in the background every now and then, and managed to pick up another star for him. All right, and fleet. I said we were going to do that Finalizer fleet. We were ready to go, and sure enough, here we got the Finalizer up and running in the last event. We did put a little bit of effort into Hux, but other than that, really not much going on with this first order fleet. We're going to slowly build up the shuttle over time, put some ship Omegas in here, and get it going. So we make 1 click this week. Now for the Finalizer event itself, with these weak first order ships, we came in with Xanadu Blood, Houndstooth, and the TIE Advanced. And TIE Advanced, of course, Vader's got a good relic level on him. Bosca's relic, Cad Bane's relic, so that's nice. And then we bring in this reinforcement with Boba Fett. And Boba's also relic. His ship takes a beating right there, though, so interesting. And then we lose our Houndstooth. We lose the Cad Bane. We lose everything. And we just got a couple ships left on the field with a weak TIE Silencer. But it was enough. It was enough. We got the last click. We got the kill. We got the ship out of there. We did put mods on Hux and put a little bit of gear on him so that at least our Finalizer wasn't totally horrible. Put it at level 65. Then we came back in for the event. Same kind of thing again. We're going to use the... I decided to use Slave 1 in the opening move here because I wanted to get to the missile or the seismic charge faster. So we went ahead and brought him in. Here we bring in Cad Bane, and we're just kind of chipping away at these guys. Then we get the seismic charge off, which is nice. Trying to decide here whether to use the AoE or call an assist or whatever, but I guess the assist is only for first order. So we did the area effect, and here same thing. We're kind of running low, but it was enough, so we got the 10 shards of the Finalizer. And it looks like we're going to be able to complete that event without putting any extra effort into the ships. Of course, once we start putting effort into this Finalizer, we want to actually make a Finalizer fleet out of it someday. So we are going to put a little more effort into it here. Week by week, we'll put we'll put the skills all up to 4 at least, and if nothing else, this will become a backup fleet, like a little cleanup fleet that we can use on offense, so we can put better fleets on defense and not have to try to take a cleanup fleet with us. So this week we take the Finalizer to a little higher level, put skills up to 3. Then here on mod work, we go through and do all the usual stuff, getting rid of the bad stats and working our way through the gray stuff. Then we end up with some decent mods here that we can play with. Got 8 of them that are sliceable potentially. We miss on that one. We take this one up. We get a 3-speed hit. I'm willing to hit it once more, but it doesn't hit speed. At 8 speed, I'm not willing to take it to purple, so it's going to be stuck at blue. We can use it on somebody. Here we go to 14 speed. We hit it a couple more times. We don't get any more. But 15 speed's okay, so we go up and we slice it a couple times. And we don't get it in 2 hits. We attenuate once, and well, that's it. We're stuck. We're at 3 speed rolls at 6 dot blue, so that's probably where that model sit for a long time. Try on this one. I accidentally clicked it twice. I didn't mean to do that. It didn't hit speed on the first one. I should have bailed on it, but I failed. Didn't get out of there fast enough. All right, here we go on the blue mods, blue and green. I decided to take them all to 9 this time to unlock all of the stats on the green mods. I don't know, just trying some different strategy here. Then we come in and see if there's anything here worth slicing. And we did, we got this mod on Grief Karga that I try on. That's about the best slicing opportunity that I had for this week. And nothing else really appeals to me. Come in on purples, take them all to 3, go sell off all the gold and purple that have no speed, get rid of those, and filter it out, take them all to 12, and then I gotta go take a look and see if there's anything worth slicing. We did get a new mod there with 15 speed and one with 16 speed on 3 rolls. So that's pretty good, gives us a couple targets. We also got this purple one, had an opportunity to hit speed. Here we hit 22 speed, and the last slice we miss. And now we can go with defense. That tenacity isn't the best stat, but it's stacked up all the way to 5. So with 5 rolls in tenacity, it's actually a 33% chance that we can re-roll to speed. But we don't get it. But that one's definitely worth attenuating on a 25 to try to get that last speed roll. But still 22 speed. It's not horrible. Here we got that 16 speed mod. We take that to 6 dots and we get a hit. And we're at 21 speed. And we're kind of stuck for materials. So it's going to be at purple and that's going to be it. Here's that 15 speed one. Actually, this is a different 15 speed one. We miss on that a couple times, and that's it. We're out. We're almost done for the week. Now, I did go back in here and mess around with that a little more, and we'll talk about that in the presentation here. All right, so week 118, we ended up at 5.73 million galactic power. We added 50,000. Of course, part of that was getting the Finalizer ship up and running. Any ships add a ton of GP. 61 relics now, 78 zetas. I did apply a zeta. Again, we'll talk about that in a second. 10 Omicrons. JMK's in the top 10. Profundity's getting us top 5. In the GAC, we're Kyber 4. And C-3PO, I'm putting that way out there at week 121. And the reason is less about getting to gear 13 and more about bronzium wiring. I've got a desperate situation with bronzium wiring. I'm out of it, and until I can scoop up some more in the shop, get that 500 crystal cost pack bought or something, I'm delayed. I can't really do anything. I'm crippled over there. So we got to figure out something on bronzium wiring, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little bit of time over the next couple weeks also trying to develop enough materials to take a character or two to Relic 8. So the solution to my bronzium wiring problem, in part, is going to be to try to take a couple characters to Relic 8, and at least that won't burn bronzium wiring. All right, next week, same farming routine. We've got 50 RT, Skiff, Lando, Bouche, Leia, 000, BT1. In fleet, we're doing Raven's Claw, trying to get that ship up and running, and then we got the Scimitar that we're just doing for the stun guns. In Cantina, we'll be working on signal data. In mods, I've got a bunch of mods at 6 dots that are kind of stuck at purple, and I don't ever have enough materials to slice them all the way out to gold and do that attenuation. So over the course of the next few weeks, I'm going to take a break from farming mods quite so much, and I'm going to try to farm some slicing materials, get some of those high-level 6-dot mods sliced up and finished out. That'll also give me an opportunity to get more attenuators. I used up, I 6-dotted a mod, and in that sequence, I ran out of materials to 6-dot mods. So maybe even rather than farming the high slicing materials, I may just end up farming the materials for 6-dotting mods and just stay on that node for a while. But yeah, we're gonna focus on getting things to 6 dots here over the next couple weeks. Yeah, refresh strategy is 3 on everything. The guild activity, we're going to work on Carbantes, the rare gear, and then just stocking in inventory like we've been doing. Fleet stores, working on Zetas or just converting to Shard Shop currency, depending on what I need. So the Stealth Zeta. I was messing around and I started playing around with this bounty hunter team, and I decided I want the Zeta on Django, and I started clicking buttons and realized that I had not properly started recording the information. So I did a bunch of bounty hunter work, but I missed recording it. So here we go. Let's talk about what we did with the bounty hunters. I put the Zeta on the Django Fett lead, okay? And then I remodded my bounty hunter team for speed. I've got this Datacron. The Datacron has dark side tank. The first time it dies, it revives. Bounty hunters put a mark for 1 turn on a character, and then of course that one has the IG-88 at the top level. So after remodding these bounty hunters, this is what it looks like, and my head's covering up the key over here on the side. But the bounty hunter speed is in the top, and with Django lead, you get 30 speed. So the acting speed of these under Django will be 356 on Bosk, 345 for the Boba Fett, 343 on Django, and then 280 and 275 for the other two. The blue line is potency. So I cranked up the potency. I got the speed up on these guys and also got potency and crit chance. The last line is crit chance. So you'll see that they all have high potency, and they all have a crit chance over 100% on my main damage dealers. So this team has, I won't say the best mods in my account, but some of the best mods. So basically, Bosk is going to be taunting at 356. Boba and Django are 345 and 343 respectively. And those speeds used to be really fast, but in today's meta, yeah, it's still pretty fast. There's not a lot of people that have even their Darth Revan teams and stuff like that over 345 speeds. So honestly, it's going to take my opponent one of their fastest teams. They're going to have especially if they want to do it with troopers, they're going to have really fast Imperial troopers. You can do it with Moff Gideon, but you have to have put some really good mods on Moff Gideon, have him over 356. So the idea here is that I'm going to outspeed most of the easy counter teams against it. So Bosk will go, he'll put up the taunt and frenzy. Boba goes at 345, and Typically, Boba picks the AoE first. He might missile somebody, but he should pick the area effect first. And then Bosk will go from the Frenzy. Now, when Boba goes, no matter what Boba does, he's going to do damage to somebody. That'll put a mark on him. So when Bosk goes, everybody's going to assist on a target that has a debuff. So that is all going to feed into trying to get the contract from Django. So because they're going to keep hitting people and putting marks, they'll always hit the marked character. Django's almost guaranteed to be getting acceleration on his lead. So that's kind of the concept. And then if Django goes next, so there's 2 speed apart, right? 343 and 345. So Boba will go, then Bosk will jump in there with the net, and everybody will mass assist. And then Django should use the fire, and then Bosk should go again. So we're getting quite a few bounty hunters going right here at the start. Now this does, you almost always see the Bosk lead because it's just so much durability, and then protection, health recovery, tons of defense. It's really good. But with Django, we've got speed. We've got 35% more damage for characters with the Bounty Hunter's Resolve. So basically the Boba and Django are going to be hitting really hard under this lead. It does give some potency and tenacity benefits. Also gives turn meter control. Here's the line out of it. It says enemies that are burning can't gain bonus turn meter. So basically, if my bounty hunters go first, I get the taunt, I get frenzy, you get marked, one of your characters gets netted and hit pretty hard. And then if I can put the characters on fire, they can't gain bonus turn meter. Now your troopers are really in trouble if that's what you brought. But there's still things that can work against it. Anything with tenacity up, a Jedi Knight Revan team that gets tenacity up at the start will not have a problem with this. The clones, if they're fast enough, Rex can do his thing and get tenacity up. So there's ways around it. But yeah, and remember, at the heart of this whole thing, they still have to deal with the fact that he's going to be getting invulnerability all the time and be really hard to deal with. So yeah, it'll be it'll be interesting. Again, it's like before. I just want to see if it gets a couple holds. We threw that in with Grievous last time. We had the little janky team that we put on defense in 3s, and it did pretty well for me. So I'm having fun. Also, with the remods on those characters, I was just looking to see how many characters were over 300 speed. Veers is at 301. He's the slowest out of this pack. Last character that's over 300, so you'll see there. I've got the 2 Galactic Legends at the top, and then all the characters pictured here are over 300 speed. Moff Gideon, of course, is 365. He's cruising. But Radis is no slouch. He's up there at 340. And Piet is right behind him at 335 or something like that. So, but the Radis is kind of a surprise. I didn't think the Radis character was going to end up being one of my fastest characters, but there he is, way up top there. All right, so that feels pretty good. Long-term planning, just to reiterate, same kinds of things that I've been working on. Still the plan. Jedi Knight Luke team, got to get that Revan up to Relic and build some other characters there. I'm going to try to grab gas somewhere along the way to Jabba the Hutt. And then Afra and Starkiller maybe in between, and then JML. That's the whole plan for 2023. All right, that's it. I'm interested. You guys tell me. If you were playing that Bounty Hunter team, would you put it under the Django lead for the extra speed, damage, the, burning prevents turn meter, all that stuff? Or would you just put it under the Bosk because, the durability of the Bosk lead is very predictable and very good. So let me know you guys' thoughts below. I think typically you don't want to put Django in the lead on defense just because it's so hard to get his contract off. But with this team, the fact that they're always going to be attacking a marked target means that the Django's lead is going to get the contract as fast as 20 attacks go off on the team. So it'll be interesting to see if I get any holes with it. But you guys let me know if you think that's good enough or if you just go back to the Bosk. I'd love to hear your comments down below. As always, like the video, that helps me. Subscribe if you want to watch more stuff like this in the future, and join us over on Discord. We got a fantastic Discord community, a bunch of people talking, having fun, posting memes, whatever else. Just hang out and learn. Even if you're not a very talkative person, you can just chill out and see what other people are saying. There's lots to learn. Hope to see you over there. The link is in the description of the Holocron down below. As always, just click that, join the Holocrons of Darth Loquitur, and hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.